Hi guys, this is Miranda and this is another episode of Speaking Through the Fog. Today I'm going to talk about something that I have been wanting to do, and that is I'm actually going to be bringing a camera in with me while I float, and I'm not going to bring it in like with me because I actually get naked, which would be kind of awkward, but I'm going to take it in the room and kind of show you what it's like, and you can see a before of me and then an after of me. And the reason I'm even going to do this is because it's going to be my first time floating for 2 hours instead of 1. And I'll actually have time to record because usually I'm like so like in a hurry to jump in and get ready and relaxed. I wouldn't be able to properly explain anything, or I would cut into my time. So now I'll have some time. So today I want to really fast go into something, and I bring what I call my float bag, and in it is it's a cloth bag, and I have these, which are just dollar store makeup cases, and I have one for me and I have one for my dad, and what it has in it is all the stuff that you need to shower and stuff. So I bought like really good shampoo, Pantene, whatever, but yeah, really good shampoo, and then some of this hair oil, because when you get out, unless you put a cap on when you're in there, which most people don't because it really affects your time in there, your hair gets really dry with the salt, so the hair oil like rehydrates it really easy. And then face scrub, because when you get out you have like crusty all over here, and I always don't feel like I can clean it quite well with the body soap they provide. And then they have the body soap, so I don't feel like I need that. But I do put in deodorant. So this is from my dad's bag. I have one for me too. And because you're taking a shower and then you get out, you don't have deodorant, you know? And so I also put in eye drops, because if you get salt in your eyes, it dries your eyes out and you get like kind of red and they sting a little bit. So I put some eye drops in there just in case. Some lip balm, or in mine I actually have Vaseline, and that's because when you're in there your lips can get kind of dry. I also put in a comb, because you get out and you don't realize that your hair, you need to brush your hair. And then a thing of super glue, and that's because when you go in they'll give you Vaseline to put on your cuts and stuff so that the salt doesn't sting them, but the Vaseline really doesn't work, so I use super glue to put it over my cuts, and it actually works really well. Earbuds, and that's because you put in ear plugs, but sometimes you get a little bit of salt water in your ear and it just kind of cleans out the salt. And then my major thing, my dad doesn't have one, is a float journal with a pen, and I'll show you how I set everything up like really super crazy before I go in, so when I get out I can write exactly whatever my experience was while I was in there, because sometimes you don't remember. It's kind of like when you go on when you just wake up and you've had a dream, you don't always remember. So like, see, I just scribble it down super fast, what I remembered. And then oh, I always bring something to drink, because if you get really thirsty afterwards because you've been in there for an hour without anything, and I always bring something to snack on, and I put it in my bag and I eat it before and afterwards. One time I made the mistake of not eating before I got in, and the whole time I just was focused on my stomach because it was like growling and I was just super hungry. And so make sure you have something light before you get in. You of course don't want something heavy that like upsets your stomach, but then when you get out you're also hungry too. So that's what I have in my float bag. I also sometimes bring an extra pair of underwear just because it'll be my shower for the day. But yeah, so and then they always provide things, and I'll show you what they provide when I go tomorrow. But I just wanted to do a really fast recording beforehand and show you guys my float bag. And tomorrow I'll show you how I lay everything out before I float. That way when I get out, you're so relaxed and just kind of like dazed. You don't always like go directly to what you need to. And I feel like it takes me a lot longer to get out of the shower and stuff because I'm just like half awake kind of thing. So I make sure everything's prepared ahead of time. So keep watching, and there'll be more speaking through the fog after this. So I'm going to be real quick because I want to start my time. I'm in the room now, and I'm going to reverse it so you can see what it is I'm looking at. Okay, so here we are, and as you can see, here's the room. The door has a lock on it, and then we have our own personal space. I always make sure to put the towel up ahead of time, and then here's the shower you get. It's just walk in, and they give you shampoo and conditioner and body wash, and it right there, that little bottle is vinegar to get salt out of your ears, and then I always line up my soaps ahead of time. And then here's the pod, and it's cool. Looks kind of like Avatar or something. There's a button over there to control the lights. You can turn them down, and so if you don't want to be in complete darkness. Then over there, there's an alarm. They give you water in case you get salt water in your eyes, and a pull noodle for behind your neck. And I always put a towel over the edge because I get too hot to kind of give myself some air. And then over here, I have my journal all lined out with my comb, and here's the eye drop with it out, my deodorant, my comb, my water, everything all ready. And then they give you earplugs and petroleum jelly to put on your cuts, like I said. And these earplugs are like super amazing. They're clay instead of like those ones that you twist in, like those ones down there. These ones you roll into a little ball and they seal it without going in your ears. So it's really cool. So I get everything all ready because after you get out of the pod, you're very groggy and tired and kind of like you've been through an experience. So, okay, the music is going. That means I've got 10 minutes to get in the pod and listen to music. So I'm going to talk to you guys afterwards. This is Speaking Through the Fog, and this is Miranda. Okay, well, I got out of the tank, and I was going to record right afterwards, but I was way too tired. I couldn't even begin to focus on trying to talk to somebody and to turn on my camera and get the angle right and everything. It just was too hard. So it's about let's see, 4 hours after I got out of the tank. And so what I did was I wrote a whole bunch of stuff about what happened while I was in there. So let's see, I heard whale noises. I felt like I was floating fully submerged instead of just on top of the water, and I was like getting this like dream-like picture of like me with my hair like floating in the water and stuff. It was really cool. I would sometimes think the music that plays at the end was playing, and I would like freak out like, is that real? And then I'd be like, no. Let's see. I would hear loud noise like song needle at the beginning. So back when there was records, you'd put the needle on the record and it would make that thump noise almost when you began. And I kept hearing that. Heard whispers in the hallway, even though my head was underwater, so I couldn't hear them. I could smell nail polish at some points, even though there wasn't anybody painting their nails. I could hear these really loud words like, hey! I tasted blood at one point and I wasn't bleeding, so I was so relaxed at one point. It was like my whole body was paralyzed, but not in a bad way. It was just like did not want to move. It's like when you first wake up from a really good sleep and your whole body's sinking into the bed and you're just like, I can't get up. The bed is just too nice. That's exactly what I was feeling. I jumped awake I'll talk about that. I felt like there was a heat lamp on certain different parts of my body, like they would heat up all of a sudden. And then like I saw the normal like colors and darkness kind of like chasing itself, and just like my brain was trying to entertain itself basically. And then I saw like this line around me, almost like you're standing in a desert or something, and I could see the dawn coming, like right before night turns from day, and it's that like almost bluish color that's just barely light, in the dark. I was seeing that. It was really cool. And then I was so well relaxed and just like laying there and just enjoying being there. And then there was no noise, and a water droplet fell from the top because of the condensation, and it made me jump really bad. Like, when you wake up from a really fast sleep and you're just like that's what happened. And it took me an hour and a half to get that comfortable because I twisted my ankle yesterday. So didn't think I would be able to get that relaxed again. So I got out, and I was still very groggy and just like disoriented. So now this is what I'm like. You saw me a little bit beforehand. So anyways, that is my episode on floating in Speaking Through the Fog. I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye.